special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. From EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Handoff in a single back formation. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Tailback with another carry. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On first down, it's play action. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. A huge defensive score.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Went after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He finds some space. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary, and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Flowers. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. And it's good for a first down to the 36. No huddle here from the offense.
And just like that, this offense is out of the gate. What a way to get this game started. Obviously, they have a premier receiver, found the one-on-one matchup, and the first play of the game they take advantage of.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. And here comes the punter onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Ball handed off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
He flips it to the back across the middle. We pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Flowers. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, go back to Carlo Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A game makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Third down play here out of the shotgun. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense getting set. It's second down.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Moves out of the pocket. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Crucial third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready. Do a good job.
Who's in the clear? He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it.
Here he goes. That's the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Auburn.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, over the shoulder, get the first down.
And run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking to scramble. Back-to-back deep shots. Catch is made down the middle. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense operating from the pistol. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now to try here for the extra point.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Tremendous toughness here. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He lets it go on the move. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
All right, test the middle there, but get nothing. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. And he's intercepted. He's going to score the pick six. Touchdown, Auburn. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. With the catch, it's Flowers. They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Makes the tackle into the clear. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of his defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Gotta have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking deep downfield to the left. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
The pass rush closing in. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's how I'm going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
On the move, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They scored with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off their big game. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick? They'll take a deep shot here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Defense not pressing this time. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Breaks into the open. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Oh, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks into the clear. He's got the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. The pass is caught.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Takes a shot at the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And tackled there by the defense.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Grab behind the line. It's Flowers. What a catch and run by the junior.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Quick completion to the tight end. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
As the first down is still going. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Wants to throw it. Good throw to the left. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First down, looking for more now. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Sticking with the running game. Jukes to get free. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd and short to hand the ball off. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up and just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down trot, and they get something going here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Past the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he takes it around the 20. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Breaks free with room to run. You make the tackle. tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game, where teams can run the ball and pick up.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Ncaa is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The conference championship may come down to this drive. Can they reach the end zone? On the move now. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position there.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Ohio State. This conference championship game has certainly lived up to the billing. Tremendous buzz in here. We're in for a classic finish.
Man, you can feel the intensity. It's spilling over onto the field, even into the stands. Everyone knows how important it is to tie this game up, but this next drive could decide the final outcome of the football game.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out catch made. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down. So early contact with the defense. It'll push the ball up 5 yards. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Back's got it again. Powers through. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down. Time taken away. Can the offense win it in regulation? Looking to throw for the first down. Loose football. Offense grabs the fumble, but it's not enough for the first down.
Now, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
The defense is so concerned with the play downfield, they fail to account for the quarterback and his ability to make plays like this with his feet. Not only does he pick up a first down, but he steps out, buys him a little bit more time to kind of regroup for this next play.
The offense takes time out with 26 seconds remaining. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Throwing off play action. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
Point after, knocked right through. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the catch downfield. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. The QB throws his third hook of the day. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.